Vande Sri Guru Sri Uttapad Sri Guru Vaishnavamsa Jirupam Sagajatam Saha Ganadagnatam Dam Dam Sajivam Advaitam Savatutam Bharijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahara Lalita Sri Visakam Vidamsa Ayyaradhimirandasya Gyanandana Salakaya Dakshurumilitam Yena Dasmai Sri Ravi Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Niti Namine Gauravani Pacharaya Datta Sankalpamurtaye Krishna Shakti Swarupaya Sri Bhakti Padaine Namah Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Dinamine Devasabharavi Devi Daitaya Kripadaya Krishna Sambandha Vikyana Daine Prabhe Namaha Namo Gaur Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vikalambara Sambhave Vedam Bhujayade Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchitanandanamine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanu Gaurayate Gaura Vibhava Bhumestan Yajasta Jajana Priya Vaishnava Sabhavama Sri Jagannathayate Namah Mansakalpa Darubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyayevaja Bhatitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Namah Mahavadanaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaudeshe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagat Adi Gopisa Gopika Kunda Radha Kanda Namaste Taptaganjana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusuti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Dvayadam Suradopam Gumamamandamate Gati Matsavasya Padam Bojo Sri Radha Madhanavohanu Divya Dvindaranya Kalpatumadam Simadadnagara Simhasanastu Sisi Radha Sila Govinda Devo Vestari Visegamano Smarami Shriman Rasalasaram Vivamsi Vadadastita Gashan Venus Vanaiko Pir Gopinata Sriyesna Vrindai Tulasi Devai Priyayai Kesavasya Krishna Bhakti Pari Devi Satyavajai Namo Namah Vanchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Svarupakam Bhaktabadaram Bhaktakyam Namam Bhakti Shaktikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari Yashoda Nandana Prajadana Randano Yashoda Nandana Prajadana Randano Yamuna Dira Bonajari Yamuna Dira Bonajari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari Yashoda Nandana Prajadana Randana Yamuna Gira Bonajari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Gaurari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Gaurari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, So today is the first day in the year of 2023. It's completely different than yesterday. No? Not? And then New Year, in India, they are celebrating during whole year. South Indian is different. Then in Orissa or in Bengal, they have different. The year starts different because they have a lunar calendar. They have Western calendar. So practically speaking is a day like every other day. for devotees. So, of course, now what is the special thing here in the West we are celebrating? We offer our or we wish the best for all, or sometimes also not for the next year, that everything, all my desires will be fulfilled. But this is another kind of illusion also. We have to understand in Vaishnava tradition, either Ramanujan, Vishnu Swami, Madhvacharya, or Gaudiya line, this New Year is not celebrated, except from those who are thinking that, like in India, I remember I am staying during whole years I staying there, and I celebrate New Year. They're celebrating New Year on the 1st January. They're celebrating in February, March. They're celebrating in autumn. So, because they like to celebrate, they like to have festivals. So, they also celebrate the holidays of the Muslim. The Muslim, they are celebrating the festivals of the Hindus. In this way, it is little external. But basically, I have not read in Chaitanya Bhagavat, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, nor in Bhagavad Gita, nor in Bhagavatam. In any Shastra, I know that this celebration is performed in a big scale. But anyway, this if we can wish to all those who are coming to the temple, to Vaishnava temple, then the devotees and they will wish them to advance in their spiritual life, that they get understanding. Who is who? What is what? Where I'm coming from? Where I'm going? So that we get the clear mind, that our mind becomes stable. Otherwise, we are floating in an ocean of illusion. We may wish us the best, and it may come or may not come. It's not depending on my wishes. Everything is depending on my karma, on my past activities. So when they wish you that you get free from your karma, then all your desires may be fulfilled. This is the blessings coming from our Guru Maharaj and the Gurus. Otherwise, we are not here to fulfill material desires. We celebrate with, how is it, firework. It's in English, I don't know. Yes, they are banging. Just yesterday, I heard news when I was shopping in the radio in lunchtime. I will tell this because yesterday you are not here. I told yesterday. They are complaining so much, that this loud banging of this, there are so many dogs, cats and birds and ants and whatever animals, they're suffering so much from this. Also in India, you can see the monkeys, when there's also Diwali there, it's terrible. In India, you cannot go out on the street. At least where I was in Vrindavan even. So all were afraid, all the animals. So they want to stop because of this. Then on the other side, they go home and they eat these animals because they don't have to suffer when they get put in the slaughterhouse and fearing death. They know that they will die. They are also crying. They are tortured, but no mercy. Nobody speaks about this. But when firework, then they say, "Oh, they are poor animals. They are killing daily millions and millions of animals, and for our satisfaction, for our tongue." This is schizophrenia. This is a disease, a mental disease. How can you do this? Is it not? I don't know. One has to think clearly. And this thinking, this waking up and understanding, we are not interested. We are blind. We are just like machines. Whatever they tell us, this is right. We have forgotten to use our capacity of our intelligence to think that this becomes sense, that there is some sense behind all these activities what they perform. So we cannot complain that there's war everywhere. There's so many, nature is rebelling and what else is war? And this pandemic. What is this? Nobody, now they pray it will not come again. And the war may not come when they make peace, but why they started all this war? Why this is the law. In this way you can understand the law of karma. The law, whatever we do to others, it will come to us. This is action and reaction. It's a law in this material nature. When we take birth in this world, we have to pay the price. Nobody can escape. Yamarajas help us. They are very strict, and we cannot cheat them. But nobody really wants to think about it sincerely. Nobody wants to accept this. Nobody wants to accept reality. We want to live in an illusion that everything becomes cool, everything we'll enjoy. Once again, whatever is now, is not, it may come or may not come, according to our activities we perform. So this is reality. You will not hear this in any religion. They will not speak like this. because they are already under these laws. They speak those things people want to hear. They are not speaking the truth. They are also under the influence of illusion, of Maya. So we are speaking, because we are speaking, they know I speak like this. So half of the people go out and they come back again when Prasadam is ready. But they don't like to hear this because they may, you know this, the truth is truth. Our Guru Maharaj always said, I don't want to cheat you. Guru don't want to cheat you. He wants to say the truth. And truth is wonderful. If you understand how these things, how this universe is working, how the nature, the law of the material nature. When you know the source of everything, where it comes from, everything will be understood by you. Everything will be clear. Not that you believe, it is realization. You will see practically. You will understand. When we understand the truth, when we realize it, under the guidance of a bona fide Acharya, you will understand. Everything will be clear to you. And then you will not be disturbed. Either so-called death, what we call death, or we call birth, or we call it old age, or disease. These things is natural in this world. Nobody can escape. But you see the society now, 50, 60, 70 years old people going to the doctor want to become younger. They think when the body is, full of plastic or these things, then they are young. Then they can enjoy again. What an illusion. Beauty is not what they say, what is beauty. Beauty you can have, I have seen 45 years ago I was living in South India. There are people, old people, they are most beautiful persons because they are shining. And the children, they are laughing, their happiness was natural, was so pure. Now everything is artificial. Everything is like robots. What you give the child, the small child, the first thing they get is what? PlayStation. And they sit next to each other, and write letters to each other, They cannot even speak anymore. What kind of society is this? And this, you think, your brain is completely, becomes like a machine. Whatever they write you, whatever, this is truth. This is, we accept without thinking. This is not natural. Their happiness you cannot experience in this way. Happiness is not when you become a machine. You have to wake up. So, Jiv Jago, Gora Janda Bole, Utanita Jao Maya, Misachira Gole. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, write this. Jiv Jago, wake up, spirit soul. How long you want to sleep on the lap of Maya, illusion? How long you want to leave this? Get out and chant the name of Gauranga. Chant the name of the Supreme Lord, this very powerful name. So Mahaprabhu came, Gauranga. came to this world to help us. The Yuga Avatar, who gives the process in this Yuga, Kali Yuga, how we can understand, how we can clear our mind from all these contaminations. Through chanting the name, Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kibalam, Kalunasti, 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 Katya Anyataho. It's said in many Shastras. This sloka, in age of Kali, in age of Kali, age of Kali. There's no other way than the chanting of the name of Hari, the name of the Lord. So Mahaprabhu came to give this Mahamantra, the most powerful mantra. And this is the gift he gives. And the Gaudiya and the followers of Vaishnavism, they are followers of the Lord's message, and they give their name to everyone. They try to inspire the public or the human beings, because only in the form, in the body of a human, you can understand. You have got intelligence, you have got to analyze, to use your intelligence in a proper way so that you may understand it, what is what. And then this is the question, how to chant. It is very nicely described by one of our main acharyas, Param Pujyapad. Nitalila Bhavistam Vishnupahan Paramahamsa Acharya Stota Satasi Simat Bhakti Rakshakshita Dev Goswami Maharaj. Can you imagine that just by calling the name, the person appears to you? Is this not proper? No, I have no idea how to use these things. Where did I stop now? Yes. He is giving a nice description about the name, what the real holy name means. We'll just read a few lines about the secret of this sound, the vibration. Everything comes from the sound. It's the most subtle thing in this material world. Like the mantra Om. From this Om, the whole universe, the whole creation expanded from sound. It was given to Brahma from Vishnu. He was inspired to create. Then it turned into Gayatri and the Vedas. It was in this way it expanded. So the sound, how to come back to the source, to our real home. Harinam is suggested. Harinam, is the process in this Kali Yuga. So if it is to be effective, the sound of the holy name of Krishna must have divine quality. It's another thing, very important thing. When we chant the name, Anybody knows Hare Krishna Mahamantra by heart? Or anybody that does not know it? Not? No. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is most powerful, Mahamantra, Maha, the great mantra. It is medicine for the age of Kali to come back home where we are coming from. So this name must have divine quality, not lip tip, means not just letters. This sound coming from the source, and it will bring us back to the source. So we have to become conscious that the name of Krishna, Hari, and Ram, they are not different from the form and the pastimes and the whatever exists is included in this name, in this mantra. The holy name of Krishna, which is infinite, can do away with everything undesirable within us. But the name must be invested with a real spiritual conception. It must not be a mere physical imitation, product produced only by the help of the lip and tongue. That sound is not the holy name. So if it's only spoken by those who are mentally wandering in this material world, it will not have an effect. This sound is not a spiritual sound. The spiritual sound comes into the heart, and from the heart comes on the tongue. And the Lord will manifest in this name, and you will see him with your spiritual eyes, not with these eyes. He will be close to you. He will, you can speak with him. You can hear his advice or his whatever exchange you have. Every living being has a different one. If it is to be genuine, the holy name of Krishna, Hari, Vishnu, or Narayan must be Vaikuntha Nama. It should have spiritual existence, divine baking. That principle is all in vibrating the holy name. So this is the most important thing. Otherwise, there are so many who are changing their name and are living very sinful life. They will never experience. There's no effect. But the name must come. It must come. This name is coming from Vaikuntha. It is transcendental name. It is non-different from Vishnu, Narayan, Krishna, or Ram. Is there any question on this point, or any comments? Yeah. How? When you start chanting sincerely, then you realize how mad your mind is. And this you don't want when you discover, oh, my mind is really mad, running there, not giving me peace, always pushing me, always pushing, always go this, enjoy this, do this. This you will first realize. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if you cannot manage your mind, if you cannot overcome your mind or tolerate it, then he is your greatest enemy. So, but if you make the mind your friend and he supports you into the chanting, then he becomes your best friend. So the first is that our mind is our big enemy, because he is creating all this what we are living now. And whatever position we may be. So somebody may be in a poor position, somebody may in a nice position, but the end will be for both the same. You have to leave this position one day, and you cannot take anything with you. And it's not for sure that you will get it again in the next life. Like it is said from the astrologers in India, there was a leader, Nehru, in India. So he left the body, and many astrologers, they calculated where he takes birth next life. They found out he is in Europe, in Sweden. He took birth there, in the palace of the king in Sweden. But unfortunately, not a human body. He became a dog there. A doggy. It was even they say, because he has doggish desire, but he has also some qualities, good qualities perhaps. So he got this way. We have to understand that whatever is our mentality, in the next life we will get the chance to live it out in a body fitting to our desire. Like now, Western civilization running for sex life, for enjoying. What body you think to get? You're just in India, you look at dogs here. The monkeys in India, whatever they do, the whole day they are just making sex. They're running for these things. They're taking birth in Vrindavan. They have been devotees, but they have not cleaned their mind so far. They're still running for the enjoyment of sex life. So they get the monkey, they get that bird again, they can leave it out. And maybe next lifetime or next after, they will go back also. They will go back home. This is the rule of the material nature. You may accept or may not accept. This is our position is we can decide. We can say it may be like this or not. You may decide. But the reality is that you cannot escape your life. You cannot change it because of your capacity or you. There may be poor people who are very qualified and very happy. And there may be rich people, but they are very distressed. They are suffering on life. So it is not depending on money. Now we think money is happiness. But it's not. What I want to say in the beginning, when I saw these village people, I was living in Rameshwaram. This time there were no cars, no street, it was island just before, a very holy place. And these children and these members of these villages, where the famous temple was there, were so happy. I have never seen such happy persons. Now in our society, this kind of happiness you see is all like machines, imitating something and thinking they are enjoying. Running after enjoyment, but do not really understand what means enjoyment. Happiness is something coming from the heart. Happiness is pure, uncontaminated. This kind of happiness we cannot experience in the material world. This is for those who have pure heart, who are not slaves of this material world. Oh, did I answer your question? Is there more to say on this? Try to get rid of. It's a good beginning. But we don't want to go deeper in these topics, usually, because we are afraid our air castle, it will shake. Our illusion will get destroyed. That's because we like to go to here where these things are not spoken clearly. We like to be entertained, and nobody, but there will not be much benefit. We have to hear from the source, from the Gauranga Mahaprabhu's, for persons, their heart has been purified, because they can see your heart. They are not conditioned, because they are not members of this mundane plane, of this material world. A few lines I will read, because we have a few minutes more. We are concerned with sound vibration that has spiritual depth. Depth means deepness. The physical imitation of the holy name is not name proper. It is not Shabda Brahma, divine sound. Only imitation sound may come from the plane of mundane conception. The holy name of Krishna means divine sound. It must have some spiritual background. Something spiritual must be distributed through the physical sound. So this, everybody, not everybody, some who are more sensitive and more purified, they will also feel like this. They will feel that the Vishnu temple where worship and devotees behaving, following the rules accordingly to the teachings, there is a different atmosphere. It is different from outside. I hear many times when they're coming. but you do not know what it is. What is the difference? What is the difference? We have no understanding of this science. This science is not known to us. But it is the only thing what we should go for. And the blessings of our Gurudev, the blessings of the devotees should be on such a day like New Year, that you may become sincere and try to understand, try to get deeper into this topic, because it will save your life. You will not face death again. Death and birth, disease, old age. But now we are not thinking of these things. But everybody, we have to see the reality. The fact is, this is what is waiting for us. These things happen every day, every second. Birth and death, disease, old age, all these things are reality. But we are not, our scientists cannot discover the secret of this. They have no instrument, because what they want to prove is only through these eyes. These eyes are blind for spiritual understanding. Because these eyes are useless. You can only see matter. You cannot see even the mind. So what to say of the soul, Atma? What to say of the Lord? You have to get different eyes. And this is what the holy name, the power of the holy name. Through sound, we can get connected. We can get the sweetness of our real home, where we are coming from. Don't think this is some emptiness there. There's so many pastimes going on in Ram Lila, Krishna Lila, all the incarnation, Vaikuntha Lila, wherever you feel attracted to. They are going on constantly and increasing. It never becomes less, it never gets boring. Because there's no past and future we experience here in this world. Because this is the place of eternity. So, time is almost over. We have a few minutes. Something more to say? Yes. Yes. Yes, this is the first thing we if we realize that this was wrong, I did. This is this way the karma will be reduced to. It is not the thing. We have to, like we have to always the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. You know, nobody wants to read the conclusion. They want to read about karma yoga, jnana yoga, all kinds of yogas where you can get liberation, moksha, whatever. But the conclusion is Savadamam Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Hamdvam Savabhabhevya Moksheshem Masucha. Give up all these dharmas, religions. Because religion means in this world, I go to the church, I go there, I go to the temple, to the mosque. My dear Lord, please give me more money to that time. Please, my mother is sick, help her. We want that He makes service to us. So we make God our servant. But the Vaishnava who has understood, he will not come like this, Lord. He will say, my Lord, how can I please you? What can I do for you? I am very unhappy. I am afraid in this material world. I need your help. I need that you are helping me. Because he has understood that these things, what we're talking, the reality is not very nice in this material world. We try the best to make everything very nice, and the next year will be much better. Last year they also were praying like this or wishing like this. And the year before also, but it did not become better, it became worse. And we cannot know what will come this year. You may think, yeah, it will be better. I wish you the best. I wish you that you understand who are you, that you understand you are not a person who dies. This is a temporary, conditional state. You take birth and you have to die. Whatever comes, takes birth or gets born in this world or will go in this world, it will also go. This is the law of this material nature. Nothing is permanent. So we have to find out what is the permanent thing. And this is, we should go for this. And Savadaman Paritaja give up all these religions who are coming only for begging for more enjoyment. This Kaitava Dharma, it's called in the Bhagavatam. It is cheating religion. And it will not help you, really. You will get maybe what you want, but the price you also have to pay for these things. This is the law of this material nature. So if you want to get out from this laws, just surrender unto me, he says. I will protect you from all reaction of your past karma. I will take away everything. Don't be afraid. You have to take this step. And we have no experience of this because we would not risk. Because this is something not known to us. So under the guidance of a bona fide acharya, by the guidance of those who have understood, we can realize it even if you're in this body. We can understand who we are, where we are coming from, why this world is working like this. Everything will be clear for you. So now, Prasad is coming close. We will stop here. Jai Sri Gurudev Nityalila Bhavistami Supadama Viracharya Stota Sasi Sima Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj Bhita Thank you very much. I wish you the best. I hope something you take with you in your heart so that you will get real understanding and real happiness.